everyone, it's Reverend Robin with Healing with Reverend Robin. Excuse the throat. Allergies are kind of acting up. Got a lot of the poplar trees that all have the little fuzzy cotton coming off of them. And of course, then you can see the cat back there. She's decided, her and the dog were both on the Reiki table the other day. They both wanted Reiki sessions. So I was doing that, and then I was using my massage gun on them, and they both love that. So, it's like not just people like that stuff, but so do the animals. Anyhow, I am going to say for entertainment purposes only, because that's just what you got to do here on YouTube for different things. Today, I want to talk about grounding and staying centered. Here in the States, there's a lot of chaos going on and drama between Elon Musk and Trump. I'm sorry, I won't call him president. Sorry, I can't do that. Because never mind. Because I try not to do political on here. But anyhow, staying grounded. A lot of people say that they can't meditate. Meditate, you can do it in the shower when you're showering. You just visualize as you're soaping up and rinsing off, just visualize all the negative out of your body and out of your thoughts and your minds, just going down the drain and washing it away. If you want to say, release, transmute, transcend, integrate, go ahead, because that's part of it. But you can do that in the shower. It's the easy way if you don't have a lot of time on your hand and you can't just quiet yourself and meditate. Just do it in the shower and visualize that. Also, there are different gemstones that you can use. I use this book here to look up all my gemstones. And of course, as I went to go live and stuff, I realized my hematite and all my grounding stones are upstairs in my bedroom and stuff, because when I'm having issues falling asleep, it's just the way I help myself ground. So, of course, get yourself a copy of this. I think there is a newer edition. Let me see. It's by Judy Hall. She's very good, but I highly recommend this for your gemstones and stuff. So this way you can just, if you're having issues with, it talks about grounding. It talks about different gemstones for different organs, and stuff like that. So I would get this book, instead of me trying to tell you, which stones, work for what. That would take a few days and stuff to do all of these. But I'll just set that there on the computer. So, right now I'm a little discombobulated. I went, I don't know if anybody saw the what I posted earlier in the comments section. I was going to a blood donation. One of the women I've known for, God, since we were little, her son died, I guess it's been 15 years now, in a car accident. And she's been having a benefit and blood drive for units in our area, so that she feels like she's giving back to all the doctors and the people and stuff that helped her son. So that's where I was this morning, donating blood. And I'm happy she didn't leave me with any marks. So, because sometimes they leave me all black and blue when I go for blood workup. So this one knew what she was doing, and I was in and out of there in 15 minutes. So if you want to be of service to others, and you don't know how to, check with either the Red Cross or Units. I think Units is throughout the US. Um, and you can, hook up with them and see if they've got any donations and stuff that you know, you can work on and stuff. I do have the new, wait a second, that takes a while to figure that out. The new phone number, but I'm still waiting for my Magic Jack to come in. So that number is not going to be any good until the Magic Jack comes in, which I've been waiting now for 2 weeks. So I'm not sure. It didn't take me that long the last time I had gotten one. But I was having a hard time getting a phone number changed. So I just purchased a new one. So I did that. But as I'm trying to work through my head, also changed the hair color. I was just looking too old. Even at 69, I was looking too old with the white hair. I let it go white during COVID, and it was like, yeah, no, I can't keep it white. So anyhow, I wanted to talk about grounding and centering yourself. Best ways to do that is carry your gemstones with you, go out in nature, walk in the grass, kind of watch where you're walking and stuff. If your dog uses the backyard and stuff to potty, because you don't want to be stepping in that type of stuff, or in a horse field or cow field. But, be around water. Meditation, as I said before, works. And because right now we have so much garbage going on that, but the thing is, we have to drop the 3D garbage to bring in the 5D peace, love. They can't work together in the same field. So a lot of us are like in 1 foot in the 3D and 1 foot in the 5D. And, that can also make it so you don't feel centered. So keep yourself centered. If you're around somebody that can do Reiki, have it done. Massage therapy, go and have it done. I am doing distance Reiki and distance tarot readings. I do allow, I think I've got Venmo. I'm not sure if I've got it listed on here, but if you punch up Healing with Reverend Robin, it should take you to the Venmo payment. So, you can do it that way. I donated 2 of the gift certificates to the benefit today. So we'll see how that goes. There was a lot of people there. I was happy to see that, because the mother used to be a Alden school teacher besides. So, she winds up with, even my pastor was there, but she's been doing it for some time. In fact, there was probably about 6 of us from church, maybe more by the time they get done, which I think they're doing it until 3. I think it went from 9 until 3. So, I mean, and the chairs were all full for donating blood. So, I mean, if you can do that, please think about doing it. That's one way to help the world be a better place and stuff, when you can donate blood. I hadn't been able to donate for a while because of my celiac disease, and the fact that the doctors had me so sick on different medications and stuff. So now that I can get back into living a normal life, so to speak, you know, but anyhow, balancing chakras, another way to stay grounded, opening up your heart chakra, will get you into a better frame of mind also. And, do it with all this chaos, Do what you love to do. Don't stop your life because of what's going on in the outer world. You know, if you like to paint, continue to paint. If you like to garden, continue to garden. If you like to go to movies, go to the movies. Don't stop living just because of the turmoil, especially here in the States. I know other countries are going through their own upheaval. So we have to all remember that we are all one, you know, and what affects one affects all of us. Now, also, I'm going to also recommend this Course in Miracles. I've had this, God, since before 2000, and you can tell when you go through the book that I have so much stuff that's highlighted and different things marked in it. I have probably read this about 6 times, and I continue to go back to it, especially if I'm having, you know, some issues with things. I'll go back, see if there's anything listed in here that can help me go through what I need to go through. So there's always books out there. And if you can't afford to buy books, go to the library, go to your local library. I mean, the one year, and I was not a reader because I'm dyslexic, I read 500 books, all spiritual. I started with Sylvia Brown. My books are up here. That's why I'm looking up there. At least some of them are here. Some of them are over there. I started with Sylvia Brown, John Edward, and Judith. What is Judith's last name? Orloff. And as I said, Doreen Virtue. There's also a great book to read, which is James Redfield and the Celestine Prophecies. That's a series of books. Let me reach it. Okay. And I've got the 10th Insight and the 12th Insight and Celestine Visions. You know, he is, as I said, James Redfield, great author. Go through his books, you know, especially if you're just starting out. I haven't read a lot of the new books out there. I guess Diane, I think her name's Cooper, I guess. She's got a bunch of books out talking about the golden something or other. It's Ask Your Spirit Guides. Karen always talks about it. They did it in a one of her group that she has for book reading. Also, I'm trying to think. Also, plant herbs, do some gardening. That'll help you ground yourself and getting you a little dirty with God's earth. Another thing I say for grounding is I will visualize my feet having roots, and I say, ground me deep into the core of Mother Earth and high into Father Sky. And that will also help balance the earth and the sky or air. And then what else? Also, if you need to smudge or sage, I grew sage and stuff, so I dried it. And the boyfriend's not too happy when I sage the house because he says it smells like pot. Well, I don't know. I never did pot. My father was a businessman. I would have gotten my ass reamed. So that didn't work for me. So, but anyhow, just try and stay grounded. Drink lots of water. Spend time outdoors. You know, take a walk in the woods or in an open field with permission if it's not your land. because you don't want to be trespassing. And, just continue to ground, meditate. And, if you're feeling out of it and stuff, take a hot bath. Epsom salts will help with that, and sea salt in your water. A little lavender will relax you. It'll bring you back to center. There's so many different ways. If I haven't covered it all on here, which I know I haven't, punch it up on Google or one of the other search engines and see about how to ground and keep yourself centered. You'll find other videos and stuff on that. It's mandatory to keep your sanity at this time, because with the planets and stuff, they're all changing, and this one's going retro, this one's going this way, this one's changing into we've got, I think, 4 different planets right now that are changing from one sign into another. And then we've got a full moon coming up on Wednesday, the 11th. So you're going to have some more between now and the 14th. Energy's going to be off the chart. So just keep yourself focused, grounded. Don't spend too much time on the political aspect. I spend 15 minutes a day checking different sites, and then I move on. The rest of my day is all spiritual stuff, and I'm still renovating the house upstairs. I still have wallpaper and stuff to do. A couple days I wasn't feeling all that great, so I think it was part of the ascension that we're going through. Some of us are going through it a little harder, and it's affecting us more. So just remember that not all things you're going through is an illness. It's part of the ascension for us to raise our vibration to go into the 5th D. I think, frankly, most of the time I'm bouncing in the 4D. I've tiptoed into the 5D, but I'm not at that place yet. It's just, I still need to do a little bit more shifting. And that's okay, because each one of us is at a different level. And so don't think that because this person is there and that person's there, that you're supposed to be the same place. No, we're all going at different speeds. We are going to have more people awakening to what's going on. And even if it's some of them out of the mega or Republicans, I have a lot of friends that are Republicans. So it's the megas that are really bringing the energy down. But just because of the fact that they just don't get it. And, they want to call us woke. Well, to be spiritual, we are going through an awakening. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. So, they need to either, excuse my French, shit or get off the pot, because that's what we have to do to stay on that spiritual incline. Okay. So, that's, and I don't know if YouTube will get me for that phrase or not, but I've heard a lot worse on YouTube. So, and they allow that, but so who knows? One of the crystals, I wish I had all my crystals down here, but as I said, half of them are upstairs. But I do have, excuse me for reaching, I have my show love for Damar Hamlin when he had the cardiac arrest for on the Buffalo Bills team. Um, I have my selenite. I've got a couple pieces. I've got two like this, and then I've got one on my Buddha up on the top shelf. Because as I look up, that's all a shelf I've got up there with all my my bells and my prayers and candles, my Buddha, and also my Lord's Prayer. I, even though I'm a Lutheran, um, I have my Reverend stuff through spiritual, and so that course I did online through the what is it, the Universal Order Church, so which is located, I think, in California. But so, you know, I keep the crystals in the room because of the fact when I'm doing a Reiki, I will do a meditation before my clients get here, and I will put whatever crystals they need either on them or under the pillow. We also have essential oils I have up on the top shelf. I also do color therapy and tuning forks. So there's a lot that I add to the Reiki, not just the Reiki session, because I like to add different things because each thing brings in something different. So anyhow, keep yourselves grounded. Go out in nature, be by water, stay positive, do your meditations, and hopefully you will have a great weekend and a great week. As I said, this is going to be a very up and down week, so please stay focused and stay alert. If you are doing a peaceful protest on the 14th, then make sure you're paying attention to your surroundings, because I have a feeling that we're going to wind up having megas coming into the group trying to cause trouble. So stay safe. If you get a knot in your stomach that says, yeah, something's not right, leave or don't go, because we all have to keep ourselves safe. I haven't found, I don't know if Buffalo's doing one or if Batavia's doing one. I think the one in Buffalo is between 4 and 6 p.m. I don't do anything that late at night. My nights are home and, relaxing and chilling out, listening to music, so that I shut off. My phone gets shut off by 7 o'clock at night. I shut it down and I don't put it on until I wake up in the morning. Lately, that's at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I haven't been putting it on until at least 5. So, I probably shouldn't shut it off because I have a sister who's older than me and lives alone. So I should really leave it on in case she tries to get a hold of me. And then my son lives down in towards Ithaca because he works for Cornell University. So, and his wife's an attorney. So, but I don't call them. I usually text them, during the daytime hours. I don't. I've always had this policy of, my father always did this: no phone calls after 8 o'clock at night. That's how I was raised. And at that time, we had a landline. My Magic Jack will be back to a landline. So I will have one. Well, I'll always have that one on. I won't shut that one off. So, but that one you can't text because that's not a cell. But that is going to be the new phone number for Healing with Reverend Robin for Reiki and tarot readings. And again, have a great day, and make sure you stay grounded and centered and stay in peace and love. And we shall catch you next time. Have a great one. Bye.